In today's tutorial, I wanted to show you another way of stamping with powders. Hi everyone, it's Asia Marquet here, Lemon Creation. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm gonna be working in this square art journal, which has mixed media pages. I am not sure. I think it will be around 200 grams per page if it comes to thickness. And as you've seen, I have some pages already done in it. I like this journal very much as well. And today I'm gonna be showing you how to stamp with powders, but a little bit different than I usually do, than my usual technique. So I'm using two infusions, olive tree and green man, and I apply it with the brush. You can make small holes in the infusion cups and also sprinkle that like a powder, like salt or pepper. But I like actually application with the brush, and I sprayed everything with water. I use mini mister because it's much easier to actually spray powders with mini mister because the water is or the spray is more contained. And I'm using my stamp, Abstractish, and this is the way of another way of stamping with powders. So basically what you have to do is, when the powders are still wet, you just take your stamp and try to kind of move the paint around. In some places it works better than the others. As you've seen, I had to dab away a little bit of water because there was too much water with paint. And also with infusions you have to be very careful, because if you have too much water, they have this walnut stain in them, and if you have too much water they will just get a little too brownish to my taste anyway. I'm adding another infusion, Limoncello this time, but I didn't fully diluted with water, so you can see there are still some small particles visible on the page, which is totally fine by me, and it's actually the effect I am looking for, because I like so much a little bit more of the texture. And once again with the stamp, I just stamp it around, and of course the stamped image is not perfect, but guys, you wouldn't get these small lines and, you know, the square shapes kind of things if you just apply a paint to the page, just like that. So here it is, another piece of like a interest you give to the page, something completely different. And this time I went for a magical Yellow Rose of Texas from Lindy's, and this magical in particular has this golden golden color, especially if you don't dilute it too much with water. So you can see I am applying it with the brush, and I don't have that much water to work with. So like that I actually get this very, very bright golden color. Look at that. That's after drying. It looks absolutely amazing. And I'm gonna be using the third part of my Abstractish stamp, and this time I'm gonna be using it with VersaFine. This is one of my favorite stamps, this one. It's very abstractish and it gives just this beautiful like a black grungy effect, which I love, because, you know, I'm all about grunge. So I'm adding it here and there, and I have to say my VersaFine ink, black Onyx I'm using, it's the new ink I bought, so I have a new pad, and it's very, very, very bright. It's black, but it's stamping really well. And while I was looking for some focal points for this page, I stumbled upon these ribbons from 49 and Marquet, and it actually, I don't know what's happened with them, but they were kind of half broken. So I decided to use them before they actually get completely wasted. And I wanted to add only a part of it. I could have cut it with the scissors, but when you cut with the scissors, I usually cut very kind of precise shapes. I don't like that. So what I do is just I apply it with this small white thingy and then I kind of tear it, especially if you know that, you know, your ribbon is quite old and you know it may not hold in time and you don't mind that much. and I was at the end of this ribbon also, so I didn't mind that much, and that's how I did it. And I'm adding a little bit more of stamping, but because my ink is very, very strong, I do the first impression on the piece of paper on the side, and then I put the second impression on the page itself. And you have to be careful with a VersaFine. You have to dry it, because even though it's a permanent ink, at the very beginning it can smudge very easily, so it has to be dry. So let's do some stenciling. I'm gonna be using dots, mark making dots, my stencil, plus the pasta Scultura from Stamperia. Once again, after cream paste is my favorite paste. It's actually, it has these fibers in it. It looks like a papier-mâché, and it's very smudge resistant if it comes to stenciling, because it's so actually really, really thick. So I can even move my stencil around, kind of cover the part I already did, and make another impression, which is not possible with other pastes, at least not the paste I know. And I'm adding a little bit of white accents, because my rules, my golden rules for art journaling, which I work almost always with them, not always, but quite often, is to leave a little bit of negative space and add some contrast with white and black. For me, that's very, very, very important. And guys, I decided for this page to not go with any focal points. So this time my focal points are the words. I printed them out from my Words Are Poetry digital file. And it's kind of like a poem, very poetic, very nice, and I just absolutely love it. And with the leaves, you know, the green leaves from ribbons, I thought that there is really no need for any image, so I just wanted to go for the poetic thing this time. But I find them a little too white, so I use one of my ink applicators, which already had orange ink on it. I'm sure it is Distress, and I just dab it slightly over the white paper, but really a little bit. I should have done that before I actually glue it, but I didn't know that the contrast will be so big and that I won't like it. And if I dab it just, with the kind of oldish ink, you don't really risk wasting the page underneath or the background underneath. And just to make some last touches to the page, I used the All Stabilo crayon black and made kind of a grungy looking frames around my sentences. And this is it for this page. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so very much for watching and commenting, for all your support. I'll be very happy if you have a look at my shop. I have some new digis, new rice papers, and stamps and stencils. And as always, I hope I'm gonna see you in my next video. And meanwhile, I wish you a really, really, really beautiful day, and I'm sending you big hugs. Bye bye.